Hi, it's Miles with Songbird in New York. I'm going to read you this collage, and it'll give you a lot of information about the people in our nation. Okay, I'll start with Santa Claus. Okay, I have to get close. Santa Claus, Govinda Singh Ji, Jesus Christ, Saint Nicholas. Okay, that's what Santa Claus is. Now, 3 sisters would not marry. They had no money for a dowry at a time when you had to have a dowry to get married if you were a girl. Saint Nicholas, a bishop in the Catholic Church, gave each sister a bag of gold for a dowry so they could marry and have abundant love children. Okay, now there's Rudolph, the red-nosed reindeer. What about him? Rudolph, the red-nosed reindeer, was mocked by abuse. He was, let's see if I can read it without my glasses. Because he was mocked because he was one of a kind. His gift, Eve. Okay, one of a kind. He was mocked for his gift, the red nose, which glowed, so Santa could see how to take a sleigh and give gifts to the little children. Saint Nicholas is the patron saint of children. Okay, Rudolph is Jandara Ranzinger, who is my granddaughter. That's who Rudolph was. This is Bill Leader. He's Saint Philip, the Christ disciple, and Eve's guardian angel, Bill Leader. Bill said one day in writing group, "The world needs more love." Mets. Me, Eve. See Mets? Me, Eve. Terrestrial. Talk and share. Mild red songbird. You see how it connects to the word Mets? Okay. This is Joni and Judy Redinger. Let's read what it says about them. It says purple top at top. Okay, there she is. Joni, friend of Judy Redinger's, in the pink top, who was once Eleanor Roosevelt, the wife of Democrat President Frank Delano Roosevelt. Okay, what's this say? Saint John. Okay, there it is. Not a very good picture, but you can get an idea. Saint John the Baptist, Jesus Christ's master, is now Anthony C. Williams. 2 of his children are there. He was also Elijah. He is the first son of myself, Eve, mother of the earth. Okay, this, the headless one, you can only see a part of his face, is Orlando, Eve's son, working, serving the meal here at St. Francis. St. Francis of Assisi Residence 3 here in Chelsea, in New York City. This is Tom Burns. He was Hardy of Laurel and Hardy. He's a very good son to his mother. He buys her presents. He goes and sees her. He's a wonderful, wonderful son. This is Peter Costa. He was one of the knights of King Arthur's Round Table. This is King Arthur, now sing bird song, who was Jimi Hendrix. Okay, here it says, see the picture? Okay, it says spiritual link. Radhasamy, Lord of the Soul. It says Jesus Christ. This is Jesus Christ currently. This is the form he's using. Also Santa. And the Buddha. Oh, I'm having a hard time seeing this. Okay, and his name these days is Govinda Singh. He is the brother of Eve, the son of the sun in the sky, the supreme beam. And he's the king of the cosmos. Govinda Singh, Jesus Christ. Okay, Merry Christmas. Because he was Santa Claus, is Santa Claus. President Trump, the 10th Sikh Guru Gobind Singh Ji, Jesus Christ conscious. They make an elegant couple, do they not? Melania was the famous nurse Florence Nightingale. Okay, it says Pence was the 9th Sikh Guru, Tegh Bahadur Singh Ji, Jesus Christ conscious. He was beheaded by Muslims because he wouldn't convert to Islam. Okay, this is Melania and Donald Trump's son, Barron, a handsome young man, standing beside his dad. Okay, over here, let's go up here. Well, no, let's start down here. Okay, this is the Michelle Birdsong, the same as Eve. She was a lyricist and hairstylist on this album, What It Is. See what it is. Edwin Birdsong was once Bach. Michelle Birdsong was once Beethoven. This is their son, Sing Birdsong. He's the King of America, and he was also King Charlemagne. He was Jimi Hendrix. And he was, I got a picture of Jimmy. There's Jimmy, at Woodstock, I think. He was Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart, and he was the classical jazz composer George Gershwin. Over here is David Harbons. He was once Zig Ziglar. He is a resident here in St. Francis of Assisi. Residence 3. Here, can you see that? That is on the right. That's Confucius. His name here is Sammy. He's a Christian these days, and he's very much enamored with Jesus Christ. This is Jonathan Livingston Seagull. He's a husband, a father, a bass player, a singer, and a social worker. He works here at St. Francis of Assisi, Residence 3, and he was Jesus Christ's disciple, St. Andrew the Apostle. William Hayes was Popeye the Sailor Man and one of the knights of King Arthur's Round Table. King Arthur was a king of America. King Charlemagne, Sing Birdsong, is a singer, songwriter these days. This is Peter Kalkstein. He was Pythagoras. He's very interested in astrology because there was Evangeline Adams, the astrologer. He doesn't know that, but he knows I know about astrology, so he's always discussing, bringing up astrology with me at meal times. This is Dr. Victoria Kopke. She was my favorite aunt in a past life. And I say St. Francis of Assisi, Residence 3, medical doctor, and a darn good one. She's an excellent doctor. And she's very present. She's not on automatic. She's with you. This is Eve, Michelle Birdsong, and Michael Spear, her husband. And it says, Bedroom Diaries, Michael and Michelle discuss dance and Mike's screenplay, Dance Trance. Yeah, he was a school teacher for 18 years in the New York City public school system. And this is a photo of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. statue in London, England at Westminster Abbey. This is Dr. King during the March on Washington. He is now Lou Ranziger, Eve's grandson, and this is his mother, Melanie L. Spear, who was St. Patrick and who was Christopher Columbus. She was also Queen Cleopatra. This is her daughter, Lou's sister, St. Kabir, Sally Ride. Her name this life is Ostara Gloria. She was also Chief Sitting Bull. Okay, where do I go from here? Mother of the Earth, the heart. Earth also spells heart. The letters in Earth also spell heart, the heart. She's a U.S. muse, Eve. She was Freud, the psychiatrist, who the father of psychoanalysis. She's Adam's madam. Adam was the first entity, an ape. He's now in a human form, Michael Bublé. Over here it says, even Adam loved, and it's a picture of a drawing of Adam and Eve. You can't hardly see that. Michael Bublé was Elvis Presley. He was also Frank Sinatra. He is an international superstar singer now. This is when he was Jesse Belvin, the soul singer. I was a huge fan of all the singers he's been. He's singing here, Stardust, one of my favorite songs. Since I'm from the star, the sun, I'm the daughter of the sun, is a big star, the star. And I just discovered that I am his star. I'm the star's star. Isn't that wonderful? Let's see, I have to move the camera so I can see. This is Sam Cooke. Michael Bublé was Sam Cooke. This is Michael Bublé, Lost. This is one of his videos. It's an excellent video. Lost. He said he was drunk when he did it. This is Eve, Mild Red Songbird in prayer stance. This is a copy of one of the books I've written. I've written 20 books. They're on Amazon.com. This says Adam and Eve return to Earth, reincarnated. This is when I was Cinderella, Michelle Birdsong. We have the same initials. Michael Bublé, Michelle Birdsong. The photo was taken by, Chris, who is the program director here at St. Francis of Assisi, Residence 3. This is Vincent, Linda's son and wife. Linda is my neighbor across the way. This is Tariq, my brother, my Muslim brother. This fell out of place. Says Eve's past life, Muslim brother, Tyrannosaurus Rex. He has a good idea for a video game about Tyrannosaurus Rex. This is the former First Lady, Michelle. It says, what does it say? She was a Pickaninny twin. Valerie Jarrett was the other Pickaninny twin. She has no dignity, unbecoming to a former First Lady. Some wrestler. She's in the arms of a wrestler. A lot of people say she's a man. I don't believe she's a man. I believe what's his name? Barack is a homosexual who thinks she's a woman, so she has to she has to be manly to make up for the lack of manliness in her husband. Mr. Rogers is Eve's grandson, in the form of Seth Ranziger. Mr. Rogers, Seth Ranziger, she is the mother of Seth Melanie L. Spear is the mother of Seth Ranziger, Mr. Rogers, who was also Alexander Graham Bell. And here's a statue of Mr. Rogers in Pittsburgh, where the shows came from. Okay. Here we have how to have a happy life, how to have a fun and exciting life starting from scratch. This is Eve, the Michelle Birdsong, Guru Nanak Dev Ji, Jesus Christ Consciousness. Here is His Royal Highness, Crown Prince Guillaume of Luxembourg. He was Robin Birdsong's husband in a past life. Robin Birdsong was Queen Victoria, the Empress of India, and she is St. Francis of Assisi. This is the form St. Francis of Assisi takes now, Robin Birdsong. She is to be the first black queen of England. Up here is a copy of the book Sneezy the Greasy Babysits Abigail. Co-writer is Robin Birdsong, Michelle Birdsong. It's available at Amazon.com. Okay, up here we have Raphael Maldonado, once Raphael, the great Italian painter of the High Renaissance. He was movie star of Ten Commandments movie, president of the NRA, Charlton Heston, and he wants to learn construction work. He is a trained electrician. He's also very interesting in our writing group. This is Serena. She gave me a red maxi coat when I first came here to St. Francis. One lady calls her Princess. She lost an enormous amount of weight recently. She looks great. This is Dr. Michelle Maslian, St. Francis of Assisi, Residence 3, savvy psychiatrist. I adore her. She's so with it. This is Regina. Regina collects money for breakfast. Breakfast is 50 cents. And I usually have a bowl of Cheerios, a cup of juice. They never have orange juice, my favorite. And peanut butter and jelly sandwich, because I'm a lacto-vegetarian. Okay, I'm just making sure I have everybody on this side. I think his name is Tyrese. I'm not sure. I think so. I think he was a rhinoceros or an elephant in his past life. Okay, did we do Popeye? We did Popeye. We did, I think we did everybody. Oh my goodness. Okay, I was worried that I wouldn't be able to get through all this, but I did. Okay, so you know what I say to you? Merry Christmas. And say it to somebody else, because Santa Claus is here, and he's been doing good for so many years. So let's all say Merry Christmas, and not let the communists take Christmas away from the children. It's Mild Red Songbird in New York. I'll talk to you again soon.